came from other worlds, other dimensions, realities where the unreal was normal, and we were the ones who were strange and different. Our world was fertile, with the energy of possibilities, the power to mold and change what transpired before us, and we were unaware that we had this ability. That is, until the portals were opened, and the gateways between worlds connected, allowing horrors that only lived in our imaginations to manifest before our very eyes. It all began with the storms. Strange clouds with their unusual hues of blue and red, shifting, merging, and floating amongst the grays and whites one would normally expect to see within a storm. The lightning itself also emitted these colors as it arced across the sky or shattered into the earth. As the cloud masses grew, the thunder roared louder and the lightning intensified, and suddenly reality began to transform. The massive storms would expand until it reached an unseen boundary as it obscured the horrors engulfed within. Once the storms had reached their zenith, the portals between dimensions opened, and monolithic bridges, constructed of the invading realm's resources, crashed into the landscape. Many of these portals spewed out hordes of creatures and monsters that our planet once thought of as myth and legend. Previously fictional concepts were now springing to life and restructuring the landscape. As each cosm altered our world and spread its distortions into core Earth, they embedded the dimensional pathways between worlds and secured the conduits between dimensions. This connection then allowed the interlopers to traverse the dangerous and unpredictable domain of interdimensional travel. With their armies of nightmares and power over reality, the Highlords quickly overcame our Earth's unprepared defenses and claimed our domain as their own. With their mysterious darkness devices used to drain the Earth of its possibilities, these ancient conquerors seek nothing other than the complete consumption of our planet's abundance and its ability to forge a reality of its own. Though things look bleak for our violated world, there is still a vestige of hope within the chaos. The power of possibility has brought forth a resistance unlike any Highlord has seen before. Although regarded as a success, this invasion has had a consequence wherein the wealth of our possibilities benefits the inhabitants of our world just as much as it does the invaders. Individuals who could retain their connection to core Earth's reality and tune into their own possibilities have manifested in numbers previously unseen in any other invasion prior to our world. In the midst of the reality storms, while the world began to shift and change before us, we watched as the people around us either died in any manner of horrifying ways or were mutated into any number of representations from the invading reality. It was during this chaos that something caused you to resist the forces that were overwhelming you, and you fought back with all your strength and willpower and retained your ties to reality, despite the transformation around you. It was the power of possibility energy that allowed you to survive the storm and fight the encroaching world laws, to hold true to your life and experiences. It was this very energy that these invaders had crossed the Infiniverse for, and you had it within you all this time. This newfound understanding gave you the power to affect the world around you in ways you never thought possible before. With your newfound power to shape reality, you began to learn about the abilities you possess and the very nature of reality itself. Your first revelation was the knowledge of Axioms, a cosm's maturity regarding advancements in technology, progressions of magic, spiritual fulfillments, and sociological developments. Although our world has not advanced very far in the mystic realms of magic and spiritualism, our Earth has progressed rather efficiently when it comes to the physical and material aspects such as societal cooperation and technological enhancements. These paradigms are the foundations of each realm's influence upon reality, and it is through these criteria that the most powerful aspect of a cosm's identity is forged, the realm's world laws. Advancements along the various axioms tend to guide and formulate how the structure of a reality is formed, while world laws govern how these variables are implemented into reality. One of Earth's greatest powers is its ability to bestow upon those connected to it the very essence of humanity, our evolution, and our ability to survive no matter the challenge. Our civilization is so interconnected through diversity, multiculturalism, and history that we have developed the law of hope. It is a common belief in something greater than whom and what we are now that empowers our ability to transcend whatever dire and desperate situations we may face. Hope influences the second statute of our universe, the law of the underdog, a shared philosophy that guarantees that despite whatever odds there may be against us, no matter how desperate our situation may be, the individual, the group, or even humanity itself can prevail and preserve through persistence and perseverance, even when all hope looks lost. Hope and underdogs propel the final precept of our cosm, the law of glory. This world law dictates that those who value hope and fight against superior forces will inspire the ordinary population to revere them into legendary status. When champions become famous, it spreads resistance to transformation among the ordinary folk, and this makes these defenders notorious to the Highlords. Glory spreads hope. Hope inspires more underdogs, and underdogs become heroes. This cycle guarantees that possibilities are redistributed throughout our dimension and that our world will fight to the very last inhabitant to preserve its possibilities. The world laws of Earth have anointed you to represent our universe, our very reality, so you can bring hope to the possibility wars. As a core Earther, not only are you not bound into the service of a Highlord and their infringing realities, but you have the ability to better manipulate and bend the possibilities before you. Core Earthers are able to traverse the interdimensional chaos much easier than inhabitants from the other realms. These realm runners are better able to anchor themselves to their own reality when doing things that would normally violate the laws of another axiom. These heroes come from all walks of life and can be anyone from a street bum to a government official, and any profession or occupation in between. The possibilities are endless as you decide who you were and how your moment of crisis forged you into a defender of Earth in its future. It's time to find others like you and band together to bring a stop to the invasion of your world. There may be enemies to be fought and battles to be won, but there are also abettors to obtain and alliances to forge, as not all Storm Knights come from core Earth. There are core Earthers who don't survive the reality storm's power of transformation unscathed and succumb to the invading reality. Sometimes these Storm Knights are lucky enough to have some residual memory of the life they once had. For most, though, all knowledge of their previous lives becomes non-existent as their new identity overwhelms them so they can incorporate into the new way of life. Although altered into someone or something else, the power of possibility compels them to fight against the Highlords in their invasion with their newly acquired skills, knowledge, and abilities. There are also the Storm Knights from afar, those who come from the cosms of the Highlords, the dissidents and rebels, those who dare to thwart the efforts and might of the beings who claim to be their rulers. Each cosm has brought with it various individuals and organizations willing to be potential allies and companions to aid us in our fight against the Highlords. Sometimes expatriates, other times true patriots. Like you, these valiant revolutionaries spurn the Highlords in their goals of conquest. You have become a Storm Knight, one of the chosen few who can brave the reality storms and cross the realms to fight the Highlords and their allies. It is up to you to decide if you want to find out what other possibilities are before you.